What's up, everybody? We jumping up in here tonight. Going to be on for a little bit, so we might as well get at it. The Boston Celtics are the NBA champions, people. Any thoughts on that? Any comments on that? One of the few times that the number one seed in the league, the league with the team with the best record in the league, won a championship. It's almost like it's a state of shock, right? I guess maybe not if you're a Boston fan. It's not a state of shock if you're a Boston fan. Horford's 38 years old, first championship. Drew Holiday won his second championship, first with the Milwaukee Bucks, this time with Boston. Jason Tatum's first championship. A lot of people have knocked Tatum, including myself. Still don't know if he can lead a team to a championship, but tonight, you got to give him respect. He came out, stepped up, scored a bunch of points, did many things. We're not going to get to Dallas yet. We're going to get to Dallas in a minute. Did many things that help his team win. Let's look at his numbers. His numbers were solid tonight. And I like the way they had a commercial ready for Tatum right after the game to talk about his commitment to the game, what he's done in the game. People have been naysaying him. Now it's time for those people. Just went for a walk, wanted to keep the head warm. But we got to get to this business stuff. Jason Tatum. 31 points, 11 to 24 shooting, 1 for 7 from the 3, 8 rebounds, 11 assists. Get down. Brown, finals MVP. Stat line, not really impressive, but consistent every night. So he had to be finals MVP, and he should be. 44 minutes tonight, 7 to 23 shooting, 2 of 9 from the 3, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 21 points. Drew Holiday came through tonight with a solid 15 and 43 minutes, 7 to 14 shooting. White came through 4 of 10 for 14 points. This is an all-around team win. Tatum had the most points tonight, but Jaylen Brown was the most consistent throughout the series. Now let's talk about Dallas. Any thoughts there before we get into this? Any Dallas people want to chime in? Let me know what they're thinking. There was some talk. I led some talk throughout the season of Luka Doncic can't lead his team to a championship. Won't. He likes to control the ball. Dallas's ball movement is less. There's less ball movement when Kyrie is not leading that team. Kyrie at least promotes. Kyrie in this series disappeared. Got D'd up. Several nights got D'd up. Tonight, Kyrie 5 of 16. It's not good shooting, people. It's not going to make it. 41 minutes, 3 of 9 from the 3, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 15 points. Luka Doncic, 43 minutes, 12 of 25, 2 of 9 from the 3, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 28 points. Now, Luka, if I'm not mistaken, had 18 and 19 at halftime. If I'm not mistaken, 18 and 19 at halftime. So he scored 9 to 10 points in the second half. That's not going to get it in the NBA Finals closeout game. You had Jones with 10. But after that, you had Green with 14. No one else scored in double digits besides the players I just named. They got blown out, 106 to 88. Probably a lot of shocked people right now. Hey, I'm one of them. I predicted that Dallas would win this series in 6 games. Didn't happen. Michael Thomas is in the house. Just drop it in to say, hey, brother, a gentleman sweep, your G sweep in full effect. Take care, brother. This is just very interesting to me. It almost feels like a change in the NBA. A complete change. I'm happy for these guys, though. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis, who won game 1. I mean, he almost really won game 1 by himself. You know? Yeah, D, my prediction was off. I had Dallas winning the 6 games. They lost in 5. Off. But my prediction was correct about Luka never winning the championship. I guess I doubled down, right? It's very, very interesting to me. And it's all about matchups, right? You have players, let's say like you look at Minnesota playing Dallas. That was pretty much a beatdown. Most of that series Minnesota got handled. Then you come out here and you play against Boston, who plays defense, got vets, do certain things. It doesn't go the same way. Doesn't go the same way at all. We got my people rolling up in here though. The collection MB, what's up, FD? What's up, y'all? I got my hat on. Just went and did a little walking. Tried to maximize my day today before I got here and talked to my people about this series and what's going on. I want Maluka people. It's Maluka people coming in here tonight. We're Maluka folks. Machado, we rolling until the wheels fall off. We don't stop. Machado, let me know what you thought. Someone check on. Oh man, see, I wasn't even gonna say. Look at that. I wasn't even gonna say anything. Kelvin, I love him. He's a real fan. But there are fundamental things about Luka's game that have to change in order for him to lead a team. A team. We know his stat line was good. Some of these games he shot really well. How does he lead that team to that chip, though? His style of play controls the ball, takes time off the clock. There's no rotation, or very limited rotation. They talked about it here during the game. Holds the ball a lot. The collection. I still don't think this means Tatum and Brown stay together long term. In today's NBA, what really is long term? I find myself asking that question a lot. What is long term? One thing we can say is that they won a chip tonight. And Brown was MVP. His MVP speech was rather interesting. Brown's pissed, right? Brown is upset about something. He's upset about what people have said about him. I said he didn't have a left hand. He still doesn't have a left hand, but he's Finals MVP. But Brown's upset. He's not happy with people. Can't express that in that postgame. Big John, we rolling. What's up, Big John? Big John, where Maluka people at? Please don't let us get up in here tonight. And we're here chatting about the game. Also, people, I went to the dentist today. Teeth are doing well. Gum line, let y'all know, doing well. Trying to make sure I'm taking care of everything, right? Went to the dentist today. Had a great time. Won the dentist MVP today, right? Went in there, handling my business. Everything went well. The hygienist was very, very happy. Everything went well. But where my Luka Doncic's people at tonight? We're going to go through this whole conversation, and no one's going to pop up. Michael Thomas, it's going to be a long time before we see a repeat show. I think it's coming, Mr. Thomas. It's coming. It's got to be the right squad, though. It's got to be the right talent. But it's coming. Does anybody here think that Boston's about to repeat next year? So I think you're right. It's going to be a while, but it's coming. True Holiday got a second ring before Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie's not getting the second ring. I don't see it. The only way Kyrie, these players, he would have to go to a squad that has some leaders, and he's kind of playing that kind of the role that Chris Paul played last year with Golden State. Well, I'm here. You can lean on me some nights. I'm a vet. But don't lean on me too much because you know I ain't got that. I can't do that no more. That's where he would have to go. Don't see that happening. Don't see it happening. Which Kyrie the best, though? I was rooting for him. I wanted him to win a championship as his consolation prize, not going to the Olympics. But it's not going to happen. But Chato, all I got to say is Drew Holiday, UCLA legend, to a two-time champ. He's definitely Hall of Famer. Most underrated player in the NBA, history of the NBA. He is because he played in a era. Well, think about the guards that's been in his era. That's why he's underrated. Now he plays well regular season, goes to the playoffs. He's a good defender. He's a decent scorer. So he's going to give you 12 to 15 a game. He's going to give you some defense. He might even strip the ball a few times. He's an intangible kind of guy. He's going to do a lot of stuff. But he's never going to be scoring champ. He's not going to be assist champ. Not at this point in his career. He's solid though. I'm happy for him. He does a lot of good work on and off the court. And we got Julius Randle. We got Julius Randle up in here, people. With the chain on, with the low-cut shirt on. Julius Randle up in here getting this imping on. You know, he's doing it. Very interesting. FD, TMI, man. No, it's not TMI. No, we got to talk about these things, people. We have to talk about, to me, dentist visits, seeing the doctor, having this kind of dialogue. No, it's not TMI. I share with my people. Went in today, did well, got an A+. Alex, Tatum just lost his last chance to be in Finals MVP. Alex, you know he wasn't going to win one from the giddy up. You know he wasn't going to win one. And he's happy to be here. Tatum is like, man, I'm happy to be here right now. Look at this Larry O'Brien trophy. I'm happy for him. At one point, none of us really thought Tatum was ever going to win a ring. So I'm happy for him. SOT, Richard Perez. Richard, what's up? What's up, FD? Luka will win a title, but not with Dallas. You know this is going to be the narrative now, people. If he signs back with Dallas, he may be the Mike Trout of the NBA. I don't see him winning one, man. And if he does win one, I'm going to stick to my guns. He has to be with a dominant player to get him there, to fill in the voids of when he's holding that rock, when he actually lets it go with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. That great player that he's playing with will do something with it. Other than that, man, Luka's going to score points throughout the year. He will be regular season scoring champ probably again and have no bling. That's just the bottom line. I remember a while back when JD was talking about Drew. Got to give him credit. He was. JD spoke a lot about Drew Holiday. A lot about him. Give him that respect for that. Machado Sports. Boston give the keys to JB. I'm pretty sure Brown's going to be taken care of. Probably seen as a Boston legend the rest of his life. He's the MVP of the finals. From what I know about Boston, they don't forget their sports people. So he will be talked about. It's interesting. In 2015, Jaylen Brown was at the finals watching the warm-ups for Golden State. Now Jaylen Brown's the finals MVP. JB earned a contract this year. Yeah. It's going to be interesting now. Now, Tatum is up for that $300 million contract. Does he get it? Do they pay both? Who's a Hall of Fame on this team? So we're talking about Holiday. We're talking about Brown, Tatum. Who else am I thinking about here? What about Horford? What do y'all think about Horford? I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. But could he be a Boston legend when it's all said and done? So all off season, who is the media going to talk about? Who, like big media, ESPN, others? What teams are they going to talk about? So what started right now, as soon as this game ended, is free agency talk. Who's going where? People have been talking about Klay Thompson. Is he leaving Golden State? Who's coming to Golden State? Is Wiggins gone? I'm very interested in DeJounte Murray. Where is he headed? Where is he going to? Where is Trae Young headed? Is he going to stay in Atlanta or is he gone? Atlanta has the number one pick. Are they going to use this to go in a different direction? There's a 7-foot out of France that everybody's talking about. I have not seen any video on him. Where is he headed? I don't know. NBA Porter going to get spicy. It's getting spicy right now. It's getting spicy right now. People will sleep on this tonight, get up in the morning. I'm going to start talking about some moves. What's today? Monday. By Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're already going to hear about who's going where and what's happening. And by the 4th of July or shortly thereafter, it's going to be some big names moving around, shaking teams up. Klay Thompson to the Lakers. Machado. Now you know. Come on now, Machado. You know that's not going to. You feel like that's going to happen. Who's the Lakers give up? Let's talk this through. I'm not knocking anything down. Who do the Lakers give up for him? That would be interesting, though. Klay to LeBron, LeBron to Klay. Let me just say this. What if Klay Thompson, you all tell me, FDI, you're delusional right now. What if Klay Thompson, unfollowing the Golden State Warriors, was a ploy to get that third year on his contract with the Golden State Warriors? What do y'all think? Tell me if I'm crazy or not. Tell me if I'm delusional. Tell me if that would never happen. Klay never. Do you think Klay is still a possibility? What's the percentage of Klay signing back with Golden State? Is there a greater percentage of him signing back with Golden State or a greater percentage of him going to Orlando to play with Banchero? Which would be a bad matchup. Orlando will really have that inside-outside game. You all let me know what you all think. Who are some other names that may shake up here? We talked about DeJounte Murray. I've been thinking about him for a while. Where is he going? Is Giannis going to stay in Milwaukee? Is he going to stay with Dame? See what happens with that? Or is he going to move on? Come on, FD. Genie and Rob Pelinka make moves somehow, some way. That's that Jay-Z line. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. Klay could go to the Lakers. I just want to know who would they give up? If you were Golden State, would you keep Jonathan Kuminga or would you move him for somebody? What would you do? D. Murray back to San Antonio with Wemby? Wouldn't be bad. There wouldn't be a bad play. He knows Pop. He knows the system. It's probably been modified a little bit since he was there because Wemby is in town. But he knows how to work with that. That would actually be solid. Be interesting to watch. Lakers probably can do some sign and trades. Who would y'all like to see play with Steph? He's in his prime. Could get another chip. Go for the thumb. Who would you like to see playing with Steph? Does Minnesota run that squad back? Or do they adjust a little bit? Change a little bit up? What do they do? Steph and LeBron will break the internet. But would they win, Machado? That's the question. Yeah, they would. People would be really excited. People want to see that. People would talk about it. We talk about it here. But would they win a championship? Could they get far in the playoffs? Would one of them get seriously hurt? You know, those are the questions. Would Would you really want to see LeBron play with Steph or Steph play with LeBron? Would you really want to see that? There's a lot of me that never wants to see that. Tyrese Halliburton, who is he? Is he the real deal? Or is he splash in the pan? There's a lot about to go down in the NBA, people. A lot. Joe Mazzulla. He has one chip now. Where is he ranking modern day in the respect of modern day coaches? What does he rank? Ime. Is he sick tonight? You were Houston, your former team that's won a championship? A lot of questions, people. A lot of questions. Does Kyrie stay with Dallas? Or does he move on? I just can't wait for the Paris Olympics. Might be the last time we see all the NBA greats of my generation. Could be. Could be. I just hope there's no injuries, no problems. Nothing goes down. Ime in Houston. Yeah. Wow, Big John. Ime in Houston, he's outside. Yeah, he probably right now somewhere, Yeah. I can't even finish up. Man, Ime. Now you got I guess Boston Celtics, they throw their hat into the back tattoos. It's back tattoo time. Maybe some guys on the team, but it gets sedated so they can get on the table and they're going to get 2023, 2024 champs across their back. Anthony Davis. Did he put up 300 jumpers today? What do you think? Has he touched a basketball since the season ended? What do you think? LaMelo Ball. Is he good? Is his brother Lonzo coming back? The Bulls, they're about to break that thing up. Rebuild. There's a lot of players that could really be on another team and probably benefit somebody, right? Want to see Tatum and Brown prices in the morning? Yeah. You think? Yeah, I guess their prices do jump, but is it going to be crazy? You think? Are people buying that? You think? Okay, my asking price may go up. Who's buying Tatum and Brown in the morning? Anybody want to raise their hand in here? That's a question. Who's going to the National now, looking for Tatum and Brown? FD, don't disrespect my boy AD now. I'm just asking, did he put up 300 jumpers today? Now that street clothes narrative is over. I hope it's over. Machado, I hope it's over. Hope we don't go back suited and booted next year now. I hope it's over. I would like for it to be. AD has a great game. When we see AD, he has a great game. We just want to see him now. Yeah, we got Norm Nixon and Coop in here tripping off the Celtics. So the Celtics win their 18th championship. I think that's the most in NBA history. The Lakers have 17. That was a big win. Mavs lost because of Drake's curse. Where my Luca people at in here though? Call somebody up, please, people. I need to call somebody up. Where my Luca folks? Where are my Luca people at? So we got this right here. Want to see Tatum and Brown prices in the morning? Where Luca the prices at in the morning? God, look. I'm trying not to mess with Kelvin, man. He's probably feeling a certain way right now. He's probably feeling a certain way. I'm looking at highlights and I look over. I'm looking at highlights of the game. He's probably feeling a certain way right now. Let me just ask the question, though. I got to ask the question. When you watch basketball, you don't notice how long Luca holds onto the ball and how detrimental that is. And, you know, if you apply some defense to the other shooters, even when he decides to kick out. So to like tonight, you play the situation where you let him get his. It's the same thing Golden State deal with Dallas. Now here he has better outside shooters than he had in 2022, but you still let Luca get his, and you body up. You get a hand in the face. It's different shooting like this than like this. You get a hand in the face. You get up in there. You trying to penetrate. You're gonna feel something. You start feeling something for so long, shots get a little short. Shots get a little long. I would love to see Luca come in. I will always say this in the same shape he was his rookie year, ready to go and ready to move without the ball and then get the ball back. Stephen A. baked Luca at halftime. Yeah, he was on his ass at halftime. But that's easy to do, though. It's kind of easy to show up game 5. That's easy to do, Michelle. We know this. We know this. It's easy to show up game 5 after Windhorst has said something and light this guy up. It's easy. I want to hear the takes in the first week of the season, by All-Star break of the season, right before playoffs start. I want to hear some takes. You can't light the dude up game 5. I almost think that's unfair to Luka. You know he's been playing all year. Now you want to get him here, as in Chicago, we would say front on him. You want to put him out there? Talk about his game, how he's a ball hog. I heard that at halftime. He's a ball hog. Is he a ball hog? Or is that just the way he plays ball? People seem to love it and hate it. I don't know. See if I can find Stephen A's rant. See if I can find his rant right here. Yeah, I think it's unfair to roll up on the guy and blast him at halftime when you know that this is how he plays. Anybody saying they're gonna buy the dip now? Anybody buying Luca? What his prices may be on the decline a little bit. Let me know that. That's what I would like to know. Is anybody buying Luca now? Anybody see this game and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that blue jersey color match. I don't know, man. NBA players not the same anymore. They are not. Social media ruins sports. These modern players just out here doing cardio. Yep. Doing high paid cardio. What's up with Jason Tatum trying to be KG at the end of the game and then almost trying to be Curry, where he says, I can't believe. And then he says, what are people going to say now? I don't know. Maybe we expect too much, Machado. Maybe we expect to see Kobe Jordan like, Clyde Drexler like. Hakeem Olajuwon, like maybe that's on us. Maybe these guys are just, it's very interesting to me. Anybody been catching any WNBA action? Anything new and exciting going on? The Fever beat the Chicago Sky the other day. It's a pretty decent game. Caitlin Clark had a very good game. Interesting stat. She had 2 blocks in that game, and she has more blocks than Angel Reese all season. Angel Reese has 0 blocks, but she has double doubles. Just interesting how that kind of stuff breaks down. Hey, what are people doing for the 4th of July? What kind of fun are you having? I think I'm going to go on a drive and go to another city. I'll tell you where the city is as we get close to the 4th. Go get on the road a little bit, check some stuff out, have some fun, see the Pacific Ocean, right? See some seagulls. I hope I named the right bird. Think it's seagulls. I'm like Machado right now. I'm kind of still in shock that basketball is over with. The Boston Celtics won. I think I'm more in shock that basketball is over with than the Celtics winning. I think that is the case. Machado, you are right. We were spoiled, man. What a time I missed when basketball was competitive and exciting. Yeah, we got spoiled. We saw some players. A friend of mine and I talk about this. We've seen in our lifetime, Machado, and there are other people in here, same way. We've seen the best football players in NFL history. We've seen them from Walter Payton to Tom Brady. We've seen them. Joe Montana in there. We've seen them. Emmitt Smith. We've seen them. You're going to start naming people. Ray Lewis. We've seen them. Mike Singletary. Seen it. Um, Seen some of the best safeties to ever play the game, which was almost a lost position at one point and was greatly underpaid in the NFL hierarchy of salaries. We've seen that. We've seen the best boxers. Thomas Hearns, George Foreman. Me personally, I saw the very end of Muhammad Ali's career. Mike Tyson, um, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Wilfred Benitez, Mark Breland, um, Pernell Whitaker, Evander Holyfield. We can just name them. We've seen the best boxers. Dante Wilder can't touch that. You just can't touch that. That's just not. You try to throw that overhand right. You have no left. You have no jab. You have no nothing to set it up with. Set that thing up. You have none of that. So you taking it to the chin. We've seen the best hockey players. Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky. I mean, you can name. We've seen the best. Seen the best baseball players. Some of the best baseball players. We have seen them. Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, Pete Rose, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Pudge Rodriguez. We can just keep going. I just see faces. We've seen these players play. It's just interesting what we've seen. And now we're up on a generation. Yeah, your generation, my generation. We really had and witnessed the greatest athletes, men and women, all time. All time. We've seen it. I remember Jordan's rookie, second, third year. I remember that. I remember when Jordan broke his foot and people thought, oh, wow, what? He's back before the end of the year. He broke his foot working out of North Carolina back before the end of the year. I remember when Kobe was shooting air balls. And then Kobe came out 21 years old versus Indiana. He wasn't shooting air balls, people. He was slicing and dicing. Shaq fouls out. He's like, I got this. You saw the birth of something. Just happened right in front of your eyes in the NBA Finals. What 21-year-old today is taking over an NBA Finals game? Telling his bench to calm down, taking plays from his coach. But Kobe grew up in that thing, though. Bean was a player. Kobe was with him overseas. He grew up in it, but he internalized it. He wanted it. We've even seen the Cleveland Cavaliers beat a Golden State team that won 73 games. So in my time, I've seen a 72-win season and a 73-win season. You remember hear Michael Cooper? Michael Cooper said this is not a dynasty. Told Boston to enjoy themselves. They ain't doing next year. That's what Coop just said. If you in LA, turn into ABC. If I'm not behind, I'm on YouTube TV. I might be a little behind. I get to get this remote control out, and I get to. We have seen it. So, I mean, now we got to sit back and see what the next generation is going to bring. What are they going to bring? I don't know. Yeah, best golf: Kobe, Tiger, Serena. Yeah, Serena can't sleep. Venus Williams. Venus Williams, number one in the world for a long time, and was beating Serena. Spurs dynasty. Maya Moore, Brady, Michael Phelps. Just greatness. Just keep. And this is what I say, people. This is why I get so excited. Look at the names that's on the screen. How you can't just put Luka in that. He has to earn that. Now he may earn it. He may. Competition is getting great though. Who's he gonna team up with? Better start thinking about teaming up with somebody. Because there's some other squad. Shay's coming. People can say, hey, I like Brunson ain't chilling. He's not chilling, people. Put Brunson with a big man. Put him with a serious power forward. Put him with a center. Gets real interesting. I wonder the dynamics of this. Does this change anything people looking for at the National or later this year when it comes to sports cards? What just happened right here? Something big just happened right here. I think the bigger thing happened, bigger than the team that won. Something just happened with the team that lost. And there are ripple effects. You throw a pebble out into the ocean. I was about to say ocean. Out into a lake or a stream, and you see that ripple effect. What just happened is pretty serious, man. There are consequences. What people can say though, that they heard people talking about that. What if Luka doesn't? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if that don't work out? Oh no, man, he's going straight. Let me just play both sides. No, he's going straight. He's future Hall of Famer. He's about to get his first chip. But what if he doesn't? What if he doesn't get his first chip? What if this Kyrie thing, two guards, doesn't work? What do you mean it's gonna work? Both of them, they know how to score. They know what to do. Kyrie single-handedly put Minnesota out, but this ain't Minnesota. It's interesting, people. It's very interesting. Yeah, I think really, if you stop and think about it, and you take a deep breath, something huge just happened in the hobby. Something huge just happened in the world of sports right now, and it's more about that's like a recalibration on what's really about to go down. How far can you ride the hype train? So you're Luka, you're 25 years old. You've been on the hype train. How long can you ride it before you have to? I can't wait to see videos this summer of people running stairs and exercise videos, and I'm waiting for that next generation and players. Just want to see who next up, but I don't feel it yet. It's like we in a microwave era. It's very much microwave. It's very much put your avocado oil, because I know we got people out here who ain't on that seed oil. You know who you are. Get your avocado oil out, put it in the pan, get it up to that temp. Throw a small ice cube or some water in it. That's where we're at right now. He said microwave era. There's no consistent play. You just haven't felt that excitement yet. And we're not going to feel it until that thing gets there. Until these rosters get right, these front offices actually know what they're doing and put people together. Think about if Jerry West had never put Shaq and Kobe together. But it happened. And then we know what happened after that. If you think about it, I always say this, and the NBA is talking about adding more teams. We have some players that if they played together, they complement each other. And they would probably win a couple of chips if they played together. It would probably happen. But now they're on different teams. And they're trying to figure stuff out on their team. And maybe when they get together, it'll happen. At least that's what I hope. I'm not a real big person on, hey, LeBron kicked something off that really Boston kicked something off. Boston kicked off the modern day. Really, you could go back to Lakers kicked it off, but they didn't win. And that's the Lakers with Gary Payton and Karl Malone and Shaq. But Boston kicked off something that was successful. The Miami kicked off something that was successful. So I think in the future, players are going to play their rookie contract. They're going to get better. And then they're going to balance and price our teaming up. And then what happens then? Very interesting, people. But I wanted to get on here and give you my reaction. I want to get on here and give you my reaction to the 2024 NBA Finals. I'm happy that the season is over because now we get to see what's about to really pop off. And it's coming, folks. Get ready. I didn't like how Embiid was recruiting PG. He needs to stay healthy for a full season. Embiid also, but you know, Big John, Embiid knows he needs help. So Embiid's not trying to run it with just Tyrese Maxey. He knows he needs help. I also want to give a shout out to Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell is won another championship tonight as an assistant coach. I want to give a shout out to him. Sam was in with the 76ers, made a move. Sam Cassell watched his career back when he used to run the court at Florida State with Charlie Ward. Then he went to Houston and did his thing. Then he went to Minnesota and played with KG. I'm happy for him. But Embiid knows that he has to bounce out or he has to bring somebody with him. And I don't think he has a personality to demand a trade. So let me talk about Paul George, which is not the answer for him. I don't see it, but Machado, we living in weird times in the sports world, sports media ruining the WNBA, and I'm not rocking with that. That's the only basketball league. So before I get up out of here, this is a great statement to me. Sports media is ruining the WNBA, and I'm not rocking with that. That's the only basketball league that's getting me up to watch, to be honest. So Machado, I wish I could have you on right now. What how do you think the media is ruining WNBA? I'd like to jump into this conversation because I haven't heard that take. Now you got me excited. I haven't heard that. So how do you think the media is ruining the WNBA? Let's talk about it right quick. Jimmy Buckets is the answer. You think Jimmy Buckets is going back to Philly? I see Jimmy Buckets going someplace else. Big John, what do you think? What do you Where do you see Jimmy Buckets going? Jimmy Buckets is a nice piece for a lot of teams that lack that attitude, dogmatic personality in the locker room. But Chato, the more eyes is great, the more mouths aren't. Do we think media's ruined the WNBA? I can see parts of that. I can see that. Definitely got players getting at each other. Too much talking and yapping, FD. We need more basketball talk. Like, do they see Asia Wilson cementing a legacy? Asia Wilson is on a whole nother level. She's going to be a legend. She talked about in the recent press conference how she wants to be a legend. And when she talked about greatness, this is what I talk about all the time. People think I'm just making it up. But when you talk about greatness, did you see the emotion she had? You see the passion that she had? We're talking about greatness. Not just, man, that dude is throwing 25 points a game and shooting 41%, shooting 39%. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about greatness, consistency. Sprinkle some of that in. Dogmatic attitude. Sprinkle some of that in. I was listening to I think I saw it on Instagram. If I did, I'm going to repost it. I was listening to a speaker today talk about your great athletes. It's not all about jumping ability, blah, 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 blah. It's not all about that. It's about what's here and what's here. And how you're willing to sacrifice, how you want it, how you willing to get at it, how you willing to go for it. I tell people all the time, we can get hyped about things. There's 2 players per generation that you really want to talk about. And right now we're sitting here, we just talked about in this conversation, we're trying to find those players in this generation. Who are those players? Who are the 2? Maybe one. One might be sitting in high school right now somewhere. One might be in 8th grade as we're talking right now. We don't know. They might not even be in the league right now. Let me give you something to think about. Media is ruining it. Agendas are ruining it. In September, when the WNBA playoffs start, these same media will focus on NFL and WNBA, CC, and all will be a footnote. I don't disagree with you, Big John. Big John comes with it, people. I don't disagree with you. The thing is, though, CC is not. Is she on tap to go to the playoffs? She's not even going to be in the playoffs, right? It's going to be somebody else in the playoffs. I don't hear anybody talking about that either. Machado, let these women hoop, man. We need less Stephen A's and more Monica McNutts. I think Monica dropped knowledge, personally. I was so excited that day. I thought she dropped knowledge. And Andrea Carter drops knowledge as well. We're putting on the WNBA. I don't like to disrespect folks, but I always talk about, and I don't think it's disrespectful. I think it's just truthful. The people you just named, Monica McNutt was a basketball player at Georgetown in college. Everybody you just named was in the locker room, went through something, overcame being tired, trained, hurt themselves at some point, rehabbed. They know the game. They really know the game. So when they start talking about the game, y'all should pull up some video on McNutt balling at Georgetown. Decent player. FD, when's the last time you just sat with your collection and assessed it or enjoyed it? Big John, I try. I used to do this all the time. All the time. Even as a kid. My parents would tell you all the time. I go pull cards out. The other day, Junior is sitting. We got him some Pokemon cards. and he was sorting his Pokemon cards by alphabetical order and doing some other stuff with them. Put them in sleeves, put them in top loaders. He actually pulled a card that could be fairly valuable. And I looked at him and I said, I don't do that as much as I used to. And I think it has more to do with I have children and I like to pull stuff out in a particular way and have some kind of order. And I probably should more often. You bring up a great question. So to answer your question, the last time I pulled some stuff out and looked at it was about 2 weeks ago. Went through some stuff. I want to go through and sort things a certain way. I actually need to do that. I also need to sit down and build a spreadsheet of some stuff. I really like. I have some autograph items that I have everything in a spreadsheet. I need to do that with cards. Some of the cards I have. That's a great question, Big John. And that is the crux of the hobby, and really being a collector at heart. Great question. Machado says, Big John, facts. It's the people who just started watching the W, but people just need to get educated. So, almost as a filter test, I asked people, do you remember Houston won 4 championships in a row? And this is the look that you get. People don't know it. Most people don't walk and don't know anything about that. They're just doing that thing. New breed. What's up? What's going on, man? It's good to have you here. So y'all know I'm working on some new things for podcasts. Kind of in construction right now, and I'm working on guest lists, different people to have on, different conversations to have for both podcasts. So more to come. New breed is definitely a part of that, and Big John, and love to have Machado and some other people, but more to come. Good to have you here, sir. Big John. She eighth side right now. Fever. Oh, AC. Okay. Fever 5 and 10. Okay. I hope she makes it. I would love to see Clark in the playoffs. Hope she can make it. Machado. It's just a whole lot of mess in sports media, FT, especially not fair to Caitlin and Angel Reese. The narrative got to change, and they need to just talk hoop. This is a golden moment. I personally, I hate to be the pessimist, though. I personally don't feel like they're just going to talk hoop. I wish they would. But we all remember back when Bird and Magic Johnson was going at it. They wasn't just talking hoop then. Not going to do it now, most likely. Welcome, New Breed. Machado, New Breed's real people. People talk about Clark and her struggle, but nobody talking about Vegas Aces struggles in the WNBA. They've lost as many games. I think they had 6 losses after the New York game, if I remember correctly. They have as many losses this year as they did all of last year. They've moved some people off their roster and signed some people. I think they're trying to understand who they are. Big John said, "What's up, New Breed?" Thank you very much, Machado. Big John, what's going on with you? Machado, Big John, FD, liquidize the collection and put more focus on quality. I'm in that position right now. Yeah, we talked about this last episode, last podcast with Machado. Machado says he's going after them goats. I think that's the right move to make. I'm in that position right now. I got too many cards just piling up. Might have to let some go to get a couple of nice big ones. I think that's the way to go. Me personally too, and I think Machado is speaking volumes. And I plan to start doing that. So I had a strategy at the beginning of 2024 to make some moves up until August when Burbank came, and then make some other moves after that. And I think that's what I'm going to focus in on at Burbank. We'll talk about it at that time. But I think I'm going to start looking at some other stuff, and as we roll into 2025, looking at some other stuff, and then let my young guys kind of pan out. Still happy with some of the young moves I've made, though. Just sitting and watching people. Thank you, FT. You are a legend. Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Kid from Chicago with a dream, just trying to keep it moving. But I appreciate you. I have fun every day talking about sports, diving in, seeing what's going on, talking to my people, coming on lives like this. Today I kept my schedule very organized to make sure I exercised, did some other things, and was able to get in here and get after it. Yeah, I'm down, man. I want to get into my podcasting bag like y'all. Ha ha ha. I just got to figure out some things. Man, just remember, Machado, you can podcast from your phone. You and I can rap about that. You got a phone, you got a smartphone, we can get at it. And we just saw a setup in StreamYard. I think that's more conducive for cell phones. So we can get at it, man. Don't feel like you got to be set up and you got to have. We can go. I'm telling you. It's about that talk. Speaking on Burbank, what's your game plan, FD? Thoughts and ideas? I'm going to come in with a set amount that I want to spend. I was thinking about this the other day. I was talking to someone about it. And I'm really checking comps right now to see how comps shifts to get me to looking at some goats as well. Machado, are you going to Burbank? I'd like to walk the show with you for a little bit. Big John, I just sent 5 Jordans to PSA last week. Big John making moves, man. Making moves. Newbury, I'm going to start back on my Tatum and Brown collection. They sell their cars cheap. It's been such a pleasure being here. I get excited every time it's time to come on and what are we going to talk about? And some things I plan out, some things I leave open ended. It's good to get in here and touch base with people and talk. Newbury, hey FD, I went to the Super Sports Car Show in Michigan a week and got some cars and took pics. I saw some of the pics you took. No, don't think I missed that. That was my first car show I went to. Oh, we got to get you to more, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Really glad you enjoyed that. My whole time living in Detroit, I never went to a car show there. I don't even know if there was any. I never went to a LCS there. That was the time of my life, though. My head was down. I was working. But I'm glad you went to that and enjoyed yourself, man. There's more. There is more. I'd love to walk a show with you one day. Check it out, see what you're thinking about. And we can talk cards anytime. If you ever had a question or if I have one of them, bounce it off you. See what you're thinking. It is fun, especially to me. Me personally, I love having a strategy and trying to implement that strategy. That's the fun part, When you're a cat sitting, we all make errors on cards and who we believe in and who we buy. But when you never bought a Zion, you never bought a Ja, you never bought a Lonzo Ball, who else can I name? You got rid of all your Luka cards but one. And I had some lower level stuff. So it wasn't like I did have a silver, but it was the price that dropped. With a certain place, some splash in the pan stuff you just never touch because I try to lean on strategy. I was just telling someone the other day. I was at a card show back when Jordan Poole was hot. Man, when Splash Bro, and when he was the third Splash brother, and he was 2022 leading into the playoffs. I'm at a show. I'm gonna show y'all share this story. We're gonna make this a clip. I'm at a show, and there's some nice bombs. I was about to say. There's some nice Jordan Poole stuff out. I'm looking at this card. I forgot the brand name right now. Forgot the brand name. But the car was $2,000. $2,000, I believe. And it was I think that was a 101. It might have been in case. I can't remember the brand name. But I think it was 2,000 to 3,000. And it was like a 101. And I stood there. Literally. Just looking at the card. And the owner of the car I had talked to, and I was about to walk away, and I just stood there. And I looked at the card, and he was like just looking at me, and I'm looking at the card. He's like, "What are you thinking?" I said, "I'm just focused in right now on what really is my strategy. What 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 do I do regularly, and what will be out of focus for me to do." And when I say focus, I'm referencing a lens. How do I look at things? Poole was flash in the pan. This is a dude who had underachieved. He's playing with a GOAT, playing with another GOAT, best backcourt of all time. And he's that cat standing out there when you D'ing him up, he's just about he's as soon as he get the ball, just destroying you. But when he becomes the first option, like in Washington, and you apply that first option treatment, defense, strategy around him. So I'm standing there looking back again. I'm looking at the card. No, man, I'm good. I'm good. He's like, well, I mean, I could work on price with you. No, I told him it's just not what I do, and I don't even know if he really got that. That meant that I don't know enough about this guy. I haven't seen him battle tested. I haven't seen him face adversity. I haven't seen him lose a big game. And how does he rebound from that? I haven't seen him go in, look like a clear dunk, get his shot blocked. I haven't seen any of that. I saw him playing with the best backcourt of all time. And he's balling out right now. But is he going to do that in the future? So is this all this went through my mind. Is that a short flip play right now? Am I willing to take on that risk? Or should I apply those funds I was about to spend on that card to GOAT? So this was just a story of how have a strategy, whatever your strategy is, be willing to stick to it and accept the consequences of it. Because once you make that purchase, you stand on your strategy. Standing on strat is what I call it. Are you standing on strat? I don't know sometimes. I try to. That's why when I make a purchase, I feel pretty good about it. So I try to. Yeah, new breed. Yeah. I'll be in contact with you, man. Trying to get through the fourth, get through this week. Send some invitations out. Start popping after the fourth. It's on, folks. Machado, I wish I can go, but hopefully soon, FD. Right now, I'm living through you vicariously with these shows and content. Understood, man. Understood. I've had times in life, Machado, don't feel like you're by yourself. I've had times in life, several, where I've pulled back on the hobby, focused on other things for a duration of time, came back to the hobby for a little bit, pulled back. Some of those years when San Antonio late was winning championships, I had pulled back and was doing other stuff and working and understood, man. Much respect to you for that. Newbury, I still get excited when I open a pack of cards. So do I. I was excited to see Junior open some Pokemon the other day. Oh man, they were selling pool rookies for like $2. I racked them up quick. Swear to go. Hey FD, what you think about your Bears going on Hard Knocks? Well, we all know traditionally, if you look at the numbers, any team that goes on Hard Knocks, have they been successful? I don't think the Bears are going to be successful. I don't think Caleb Williams is the answer. I feel like the Bears were in a situation where they thought, oh, we need to make a move on Justin Fields, get him up out of here, show the fans that we're doing something, because that's a part of this, people. You got to show people that you're doing something, right? Sometimes you knock down a wall in your house and build something else because, right, it might add to the value or it just makes you feel better. So I think the Bears are doing that. I don't see Caleb Williams being that kind of dude. He's got to show me that, just like anybody, just like Luka, just like anybody else we're talking about. They got to actually show me. I don't want to hear the talk. I don't want to hear you stepping up at the press conference. It's good for the players, but I don't need to see you at a press conference of the NBA Finals today when you're on a team that, not really going anywhere right now. Like I said, it's cool for the players. You get some experience. You may see what you may want to do in your post career. Do you want to do that kind of work? Do you want to ask those questions? But let's put up some jump shots, folks. Right? Let's work on our endurance. Let's get in the weight room. Let's do that kind of stuff. While you're sitting there talking and asking questions, probably get some rest. Get some electrolytes in you. I could go on and on and on about what you could be doing. Haven't been to a show in a while. This market, not feeling it, especially this modern stuff. Too much prices baked in, a lot of prices baked in. I was watching Loot Box. If you watched their recent episode, they talk about how they went to a show and people were trying to sell in the hype, right? In that sizzle. That sizzle in the pan. You know, you get that aroma. Somebody's cooking bacon around here. They went to a show and they were base Anthony Edwards for like crazy amounts. $5 cards for like $150. Check out Loot Box. They'll tell you. Too much prices baked in with these prospects, and I know the market's like roller coasters. I zig when they zag. I've been trying to zig when they zag for a while now. And I haven't got burnt, people. It's kind of worked out, and it's fun. FD, you talking hobby class 301 stuff? Most still haven't been through. True. I mean, this is how I think, and I think sometimes when I put out content and I say certain things, people don't know how to take it because they don't even approach it like that. It's not. This is how I approach it. So I try to get down. I try to be true to myself because I've almost bought a hype train ticket and got on board. Man, sat down. Man, these good seats, and these seats are comfortable. I almost did that. I've almost done that several times. Then I walk away because my track record keeps me. It's like it's pulling me away from certain things. Not knocking anybody who decides to do whatever they're doing. But if you thought Zach Wilson was about to blow up, then I'm talking to you. That's all I'm saying. Let that individual go out and show you that they're bona fide before you make a move. Unless you just, you're trying to make a move and do your thing. But don't tell me that the player is legit. When I see him throw a out route, I see him throw something, or I see him throw a streak, and that ball is. When that ball starts flying and the wings start flapping. Machado, thanks, my guy. You're a goat. Machado, I appreciate you, man. I really do. You've been here since day one. Love you, man. Love you too, bro. We think a lot alike. We like twins with this stuff. I think we've been in the game long enough where you're gonna start thinking through stuff, and it's not just snap decisions and what your boy's doing, what feels good and sounds good in your 3-person circle. It's what's actually good. Newbury, hey FD, I just got a new DeRozan Bulls jersey. Oh, I bet you that thing's fire. Man. You have that gear, man. A peep your game, you have that gear. DeRozan, that's another name. He's staying with the Bulls, he going someplace else. Is he gonna try to pull a Drew Holiday and get a chip? We know he had one before Milwaukee, but DeRozan, that mid-range game helps somebody. Really good. Everybody talking about Zach LaVine. You better knock on DeRozan's door. Machado, yeah, I'm hipped. I seen their State of Hobby episode. I'm thinking about game worn memorabilia. I haven't been able to get into that. Some of that stuff you can get cheap. You got to make sure your paperwork is right, though. Make sure when you get into game worn, it's just like anything, though. If you're getting some autograph, you got to make sure your paperwork is right anyway. Do you have authentication from PSA, DNA, or something? You got an auction house. It can't just be Joe Blow. Back in the 80s, 90s, there was some Joe Blows just writing those stuff. Yeah, that's real. Can't be that. If you got your paperwork right, though, always keep your paperwork because the game worn, your paperwork is what is the real value. You got to authenticate the stuff. Instead of Wemby cards, what if I could go grab a game worn jersey? That will prove you right. If you can, jump on it. If you can get a bona fide legendary player early, jump on that. It'll help you out. Kobe White is a good player for the Bulls. I got a lot of his records. Kobe White is on the come up, people. He's an assistant that's allowing him to do his thing. He's on the come up. Best believe. But I mean, just like any young player, though, he faced a defense in that play-in game that kind of threw him for a loop. But that's any young player. Young players trying to do that thing. Kobe White is on the move. I'd rather have Kobe White in my lineup any other day than Zach LaVine. You may say I'm crazy. Let that clock tick. We'll see what's up. Hey, I appreciate all y'all. Woo! Man, I get hyped when I come up in here talking to my people about that real thing called sports. I appreciate everyone that's here. Tell a friend. Come through. We got some new stuff coming for you. I'll have some segments like this where we just talk one-on-one. And then there'll be some other stuff popping on. Hey, Machado, it's going to be hard to get Wemby to sign. He only takes pictures at the moment. It will be. But if you happen to stumble upon something, go for it. But New Breed is right. Hey, thank you all for being here. I know you could be anywhere, but you choose to be here. New Breed, Kobe White is my PC. So y'all know, Big John's been talking about Kobe White since way back. One of the first people I knew talking about Kobe White was Big John. So, what we got here? New Breed, noted, bro. But it's just a thought right now. Might be a play. Could be. Hey, I've known people to stumble upon certain things at different times that will blow your mind. You never thought, but it's right in front of you. You got to take advantage of that opportunity. Big John, I've been a Kobe White fan since college. Look at this, North Carolina. These North Carolina cats. I can see that. Hey, I appreciate you all being here. Love each and every one of you for taking your time and spending it with me. It's Monday, June 17th. I hope everybody, if you're hearing this now leading up to the 4th of July, hope everybody has a great 4th of July. I appreciate you all. I'm challenging myself in this process too. There are different things that there's going to be some stuff that comes up that I want to work on some stuff. I want to work on to get better myself at doing certain things. I appreciate the numbers. I appreciate the people that are in here. Listen, I'm on PWCC researching his cars now. Big John hits PWCC. What does that turn into? Fanatics Live? What is that being called now? Newbury said I met Wemby. So trust me, I know they would do things. Yeah, they will. So y'all know Newbury meets a lot of people. Has the gift to talk to them. I always say you're around an athlete, don't feel intimidated. Do your thing. Ask for what you would like in a respectful way. A lot of things can happen for you. Keep going, FD. Stay locked in. I will. I'm jumping rope, people. I'm getting in better shape. It's like the old days, when you focus in on certain things, you start focusing on other things. But I'm balancing time, so it's good to be able to spend more time with this and you all. Also get out and see what's happening with my young people. That's always important too. When you hear these athletes say they're locked in, I'm pretty much locked in. I've been wanting to do a bunch of things for a while, so it's time to start getting at it. Stop thinking about it. Start grinding on it. Yeah, Machado, still try to get it signed though. Hey, FD, I still get nervous meeting these athletes. Don't get nervous, man. Talk to them like people, bro. They put pants on. They respect you so much when you come to them and you, yes, sir, or you talk to them a certain way. But if you can really talk to them about their career or whatever, or that game you hit that big shot. You see Kyrie one day, ask him about that left-handed jump on Denver in the regular season. Whatever you want to ask about, they will respond because they know you're different. When you research them a little bit about them and you come to them man to man, man to woman, woman to woman, woman to man, it doesn't really matter. They love that. New Breed, good looks, my guy. I gotta tap in with you. Y'all connect. Two good people. I'm happy to be able to bring y'all together. I admire New Breed and what he does. I admire Machado and what he does. Yeah, our folks get together. But y'all have a good night. I appreciate you being here. We're gonna start putting up some stuff and let you know full in advance about what we're doing, when we're doing it, when we're gonna be on. I'm also, I'm just hyped and excited. It's gonna be a good time as we roll into 2025. The crowd around Kyrie is so much I can't get to them. Oh, it won't be like that forever. Kyrie just lost tonight, so some of those people have already stepped off. Best know this. The real deal folks who I know a few who like JD who really enjoy Kyrie, they're gonna be there. And they should be. Kyrie is a great player, man. He's done great things in his career. I remember when he was hurt coming out of Duke, people had a lot of questions about him. I think he shut everybody's mouth on that stuff. So safety, y'all. Let's keep going. Keep going. We will keep going, Machado. I'm excited. I can't wait. I will talk to you all soon. Love, peace, and hair grease is something we used to say growing up. If you don't use hair grease, love and peace. I'll be in contact with you all soon. You know what y'all got to do. You got to keep rolling. Luca, you can meet, though he is cool. Yeah, Luca seems like he'd be a laid back cat to meet with and talk to. No problem. I'll be in contact with you all soon. Peace.